Load shedding is not my jam. Oh, hey there. How y'all doing today?
So, can I come up with some coffee?
What coffee is it?
Does it matter?
Does it matter?
Sisters, how y'all feeling? Brothers, y'all alright? It's Kezia and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be discussing some of the culture shocks that I experienced here in South Africa. The thing that I noticed when I came to South Africa was the commercials, the media, the billboards. They all had black people on them. Now, coming from the US, that was really like, that's an anomaly. That's an anomaly. I was like, wow. It's just, I love to see it. It was so beautiful to see on the billboards, driving down the street, from commercials, and just everyday living. It's you never realize how much that affected you, not being able to see that every day until you actually get to see it. And that was one of the culture shocks, but it was such a good surprise, a beautiful surprise when I got here in South Africa.
You're not stuck in an ad.
Fill up on checking up on umagogo and checking in on uanti. Fill up on nutrition that keeps.
Another culture shock is they drive on the left side of the road.
No. This is not good.
If you coming from the US, be prepared to drive on the left side of the road. It's gonna take you some getting used to. I'm the passenger most of the time, and I still be like, get nervous because I be feeling like you supposed to turn on the other side. But yes, so that's another culture shock for me. The culture shock are the languages, okay? So there are 11 official languages here in South Africa. You don't have to worry, they speak English. Most people speak English.
Someone an audio. I think she's also African American. Yeah. And then I sent her these clips without no conversation. I just sent her the clips from C and Q and DL. So I said, she was like, is that a conversation? What is it? And I was like, no, it's just the words.
The word. The most difficult pronunciations are the Q's. NTY is difficult.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to say non-tan. No, that's a lot. Means lot. Non-tan.
But you're going to be amazed when you hear all of the different languages when you're like standing in the taxi rank and you're in line to check out. That was another culture shock, because you have to remember that even though you're here in South Africa, it's a melting pot, and you are going to hear some different languages. Y'all, I was greeted by my adorable neighbors. They're so cute. Hi! Another culture shock is the money, the shmoney. Okay, so the rand rate versus the US dollar, that was another culture shock. Getting used to the conversion and seeing what 50 rand or 100 rand was converted into the US dollar. That was another culture shock. When I first got here, now I'm like, I'm rands, baby. I don't be converting as much as no more, because now I be like, that's too much. But somebody be trying to tell me when I first got here, I was like, oh, that's nothing but like $2, or that's only like $5. But now I'm strictly rands. So, but that's after living here for years. Another culture shock, I think, is the availability, the affordability of like wellness treatments. So I go to the spa here, and what I would normally spend as at a US spa, I spend a fraction of the cost here. So that's another culture shock, but not a bad culture. Okay, another culture shock that took me by surprise when I got here, because I got here in July. So in the States, July is in the dead of summer. Here it was wintertime, so the culture shock was the weather is reversed here. So what are some things that surprised you when you came to visit South Africa or living now in South Africa? Like, what were some things that you noticed that were big culture shocks to you? Please share in the comments. Load shedding is not my jam. So let's talk about load shedding. When the demand for electricity exceeds the available supply, planned supply interruptions may have to be carried out. This is called load shedding. It is a controlled way of rotating the available electricity between all Eskom customers. Load shedding stages depend on the extent of the shortage of generation capacity to meet the country's electricity demand, with stage 1 being the least serious and stage 8 being the most serious. Outages generally last for about 2.5 hours. The 4 years that I have been living here in Cape Town, I have been blessed to live in an area that does not have load shedding. But I am learning more and more that most of the outlying areas in Cape Town are affected by this with scheduled blackouts daily. I appreciate you all for watching and sticking with me, sharing my culture shocks when I first came to South Africa. And please like, comment, and subscribe. Miracles and blessings, and I'll see you all next time.
I am so obsessed. I want to chop your body. I want to